Hi folks, John with the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for checking in today. You know, I always get excited every chance I get to come out to the woods, and today is no exception. Now, I kind of held off doing this review for a while because the blade that I'm going to show you just took off across the internet and across YouTube and the interwebs like just a firestorm. And I wanted to wait for a little while to get some use with this blade. That way I could better speak to it, to you folks. The knife that we're going to be showcasing today is the Mora, and this is the Eldris. I'm calling this the little knife that could, because this little blade just packs a punch. So, as always, we're going to cut away. We're going to do a quick specs rundown, and then we're going to get to doing some practical application, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you some final thoughts on this Mora Eldris. Folks, it's going to be a fun day. Come along and join me. It starts now. Here I'm just doing some light duty, cutting on a green stick, just trying to get the feel of the blade. With Mora, they always come just razor sharp right out of the box. But I'm just curious just how well it's going to feel in the hand after doing some of these chores. Now, one thing I must say is that it just feels like an extension to the hand. Let's try this 90-degree spine. Oh yeah. Man, you can really feel it bite. You know, I do woodworking, and a lot of times I use pieces of glass to shape things. My grandfather taught me that. He used to make axe handles up in northern Maine, and he would use pieces of just broken window pane. This has that same feel to it. Just a nice, sharp, 90-degree spine. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, granted, this is a green piece of wood, but I just made quick work debarking this bad boy. Now my buddy Matthew over at Sanctified Weaving, he makes these ranger beads and comes with a really cool ferrocerium rod. So let's see if this 90-degree spine is going to make it rain. Oh yeah. No problem at all with the Eldris. Scrape off a little bit of this ferrocerium rod here. She wants to. Scrape off a little bit more. Oh yeah. Had from a forest fire earlier, just hard. Let's see how well, if I had to make a hole for some sort of, say, a fireboard. Just a nice sharp 90-degree spine on there, and that SCANDI grind. So you could make a bow drill spindle socket easy and get your fireboard started real easy with the Eldris. How about, say, here, let's clean up the end of it. We had to do some sort of like chisel cut on here. So we're going to use it on a small level as a pot scraper to clean up my cast iron Dutch oven. I love making cherry cobbler and that, but it is a chore to clean up. Nice sharp cuts. You get in there, if I had a little bit bigger stick, get in there and start scraping away, especially as I'm boiling water on there. So you had a chance to see the Eldris up close and personal, through the specs rundown, through what practical application I could do with this. There's only so much that you can do with a small knife that hasn't been done, or, you know, I don't want to bore you to death. But I really like these handles. Feels really good in the hand. I've been carving out here probably for an hour or two, and no hand fatigue at all. I love the palm swell in this handle, just enough for my medium-sized hands. Fits comfortable, and the knife doesn't roll, so I have perfect control of this blade. I like the fact that they kind of step the grind a little bit, almost like the Bushcraft Forest, which I've done a review on in the past. I like that it's a little bit of a drop point, just a cute looking blade. Really good secure fit in the molded plastic sheath. Drain holes, also holes if you want to put paracord, fish it through there, hang it from your neck as a dangler. Also comes with an aftermarket kit that you can buy with this, where there's straps that go around it and underneath, where if you're worried about losing your knife. I've seen a lot of folks on Pinterest and just on the interwebs that have glued Velcro and then just loop Velcro around. Now you got her done. And it's all about personalizing these blades and making them your own, and that's pretty cool. Comes in a wide range of colors. If I can find a photo, I'll cut it in and list it right here. Just really cool. Black, red, I think yellow, and this green. I wanted to take a little time, and I've had it for a couple months. I didn't want to just rush out and do a quick video. I wanted to use it for a while. A lot of times I'll sit in the backyard. I have a little fire pit back there, and I'll just whittle away with this blade, and it has just worked outstanding. So the question you're going to ask yourself is, who is going to find this knife interesting? What sort of genres? Well, I bumped into some Pacific Crest trail hikers today, some through hikers. As I was driving up here, I stopped and talked to them, and I asked them, hey, how much weight did you cut out of your bag coming from Campo up to Mount Laguna? And one person said, hey, I took 6 pounds out of my bag. And I started thinking, you know, ounces become pounds, and pounds are just going to slow you down on the trail. Well, this is a small enough knife that if you're a through hiker, this is probably going to handle just about any task that you have as far as utility blades. You're not going to need a big honking knife, especially while you're out there trying to make distance every day. It's just going to wear you out. If you're a bushcrafter, the bushcrafters are going to love this blade as a companion knife. You get the Mora quality. It's just awesome. It comes razor sharp right out of the box that we know and love from Mora. I really like the sheath, just the whole system. They just keep it simple and it's functional. So the bushcrafters, the ultralight hikers, campers, I think it's going to be a win for you. Now, you know how I rate blades on a scale of 1 star to 5 star. 1 being a dumper, it's going to go to the boneyard. Hey, we got to start over. 5, it's a grand slam. Hopefully you got a taste of this knife's capabilities from the specs rundown to a little bit of practical application with this blade. I'm going to give it 5 stars. For what it's designed for, it just exceeds expectations. And from what I've been seeing out there, a lot of folks have just been really happy with this blade. So what I'll do is I'll leave links in the video description below to Mora if you want to learn more about this. And if you're not a subscriber, hey, here's a great opportunity. Hit that subscribe button, be part of the action. Hit that little bell beside it. What that does is it gives you notifications every time I send out a new video. It's gonna push an email to you to let you know, hey, John's got a new email out there. My social media links, I'm not gonna bore you. It's down in the video description below. And as always, folks, take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.